Hello and welcome to another episode of Mindful Conversation series in my podcast, the Anuj Kapoor Talk Show. I hope you are enjoying listening to the episode of this series that I've released, and I am really thrilled to see such a good response so far. And I'm super excited today to bring to you this episode of Mindful Conversation series, which also happens to be the first episode of the year 2023. So, wish you all a very happy new year. So, in this episode today, my friends, I have with me G.S. Kumar, who is a job search consultant and a LinkedIn trainer, and also a certified recruiter. He has helped more than 7,000 working professionals and business owners in getting jobs, career shifts, and getting big ticket clients. He has over 15 plus years of experience in recruitment and hiring experience with 20 plus industries. And you will be surprised to know that he has 33,000 plus global followers on LinkedIn. And the number is growing. GS loves writing articles, networking, and interviewing business professionals. And in today's episode today, my friends, he is here to talk about the importance of LinkedIn for business. So let us begin with the episode. So, hello GS, welcome to this episode of Mindful Conversation series in my podcast, the Anuj Kapoor Talk Show. A warm welcome to you, and thank you very much for accepting my invitation to join me in this series. It really feels great to have you in this show, sir.
Thank you, Anuj. I'm absolutely delighted and honored to be in your show. I have seen a lot of your shows, which is fabulous, and it's my pleasure to be in part of your show. Thank you so
Sure,
much.
sure. It's my pleasure also, GS. And thank you once again. So first thing first, GS. As you know, LinkedIn is becoming a lot popular these days. You see, there are a lot of people who are joining LinkedIn, and not only that, I see from a lot of Bollywood personalities also. I see them joining. One of the example I have seen is that Sunil Shetty, he also joined LinkedIn. So I
Mm.
wanted to know how can businesses use LinkedIn since you are a LinkedIn trainer, and so I wanted to know from you how businesses can use LinkedIn to increase brand awareness and build relationships with their potential customers, and also how can businesses use LinkedIn to generate leads? How can businesses use LinkedIn to increase brand to increase the brand awareness basically? Yeah.
All right. So first thing I want to make it very clear, Anuj, like what is LinkedIn is all about, because there are a lot of assumptions on the platform itself. So
Mm-hmm.
it's not a platform like a Naukri or Monster where people apply for jobs and other aspects, or
Right.
it's not a Facebook where we chit chat and familiarize with relatives
Mhm,
and friends. It is not for that.
mhm,
It is a place for networking. Like how
mhm,
do you do in a event, networking, business
mhm,
networking event, showcase your visiting cards and try to collaborate with business people. That's how LinkedIn has to be used.
mhm,
And it's in an online platform. That's the only difference.
mhm, mhm.
Okay. So
Okay.
for me, LinkedIn is a king of networking platform where you have to
Mhm,
network with people.
mhm, mhm.
Okay.
Right.
And of course, business needs a lot of visibility, showcasing,
Right.
collaborating, co-creating, all that different services, products, businesses needs different things. So
Mhm,
LinkedIn is the place for all of these things where they can start showcasing their product and services in multiple ways.
mhm,
Okay. Starting from first, they have to create a company page. So
mhm,
it's a great way to showcase their business products and services and
mhm.
what all they are offering to their potential customers. What is
Right.
their culture? What is their values? Everything they can showcase.
Right.
Number one. Number two, they have to participate in a lot of groups because, like Facebook, there are a lot of like-minded groups. If you
Mhm,
search for any particular topic with regard to your business, there will be umpteen number of groups
mhm,
which like-minded people are already there. So as a
Mm-hmm.
business owner, you will
Right.
have to touch base with them, converse with them, and then interact with them. That's number two.
Right.
Third one, you have to showcase yourself as a subject matter expert.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. How subject matter expert? Provide valuable information, informative content so that people start following.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So it's not just creating something, because there are a lot of multiple modes of posting content. Like you can post polls, you can post videos, you can post a lot of text-based articles. You can even start a newsletter. There are
Mm-hmm.
multiple ways. So by
Right.
posting that, people start thinking that, okay, this man is giving a lot of educating content. Let me start following that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
that first step from the strangers is start following it,
Mm-hmm.
right? Unlike regular business where we expect sales, here it is purely educative content,
Mm-hmm.
conversing with them and starting interaction. That's the way of the entire LinkedIn process,
Mm-hmm.
where we have to kickstart with the posting content. Okay,
Okay.
that.
Okay.
And fourth will be, if you are a business who have hundreds of employees, thousands of employees, start
Mm-hmm.
encouraging them to post your content, repost your content company's page, all that, so that it increases a lot of visibility comparing to individual content sharing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so these are the four different methods in terms of showcasing and kickstarting the conversation. Because, like I said, yeah, it's purely like a physical networking event where you have to start conversing with people,
Mm-hmm.
understanding their behavior pattern, interest pattern, and then customize
Right.
your.
Right.
So that's the way forward.
Okay. Okay. So yeah, I think I mean that shows the kind of expertise you have in LinkedIn. So I think my listeners they would be really glad to know all about LinkedIn as a platform. Yes, I agree with you all on all those points. But I mean, before I proceed further, yes, I wanted to know a little bit about your background, about your life and your education, and how did you start it? How did this thought of becoming a LinkedIn trainer came out to be? I mean, just a little bit about yourself, to give a background to my listeners. Yeah, that would be helpful. Yeah,
Wonderful.
yeah.
So basically, I'm from Coimbatore, Tamil Nadu, and
Mm-hmm,
first 10 years, I did my bachelor's in computer science and master's in business administration.
mm-hmm,
Then I started my career as a IT recruiter in a
mm-hmm.
executive search firm,
Okay.
and then moved on to BFSI recruitment, leadership recruitment. And in Coimbatore, I worked for about 10 years in recruitment firms alone for
Mm-hmm,
20 different industries. So
mm-hmm,
then later I moved to Bangalore, and in Bangalore also I worked with corporates like Wipro,
mm-hmm,
Manipal, Upgrad, those kind of
mm-hmm.
very premium companies, leadership hiring roles.
Right.
In 2016, I had some personal issues, and then I started my own, where I started especially job search consulting for
Right.
the
Right.
mid-career and senior level people, and of course
Okay.
for the small business owners who needs leads.
Okay.
Okay. So where when I was starting business, I didn't had a budget for paid advertisements or going for any budget where I can
Mm-hmm,
pay so much, which I cannot
mm-hmm,
afford. So what
mm-hmm,
I thought is I built a brand in LinkedIn where it was of course free,
mm-hmm,
where that brought me a lot of leads from LinkedIn.
mm-hmm.
Because comparing to other platforms, LinkedIn is a very contains very matured audience.
Right.
Okay,
Right.
where they don't spam, because they represent a company, even it is in a business
Mm-hmm.
or working profile, they are representing a
Mm-hmm.
company. So
Right.
they will be matured audience. So
Mm-hmm.
that way, leads started coming, and then I wondered that, okay, this is something very much useful for uh, people who are looking for jobs and people who
Mm-hmm.
needs him. So,
Right.
but what happens is many people are not aware about LinkedIn. So
Mm-hmm.
I started training them on its algorithm and artificial intelligence, because it's a machine
Right.
at the end of the day, right? So
Mm-hmm.
where most of the people may not know the algorithm of how it works.
Right.
So I kickstarted this LinkedIn training and helped small business owners, startups, and
Mm-hmm.
even job seekers. So it went on well, and so far about 7,000 people I have worked, helped, and getting jobs and getting leads from this platform. That's my journey.
Great, great. That's really great. So, so yeah, I mean, it's really fabulous to know about your background, your education, and so what is your vision? I mean, so what are you visioning? I mean, if I have to say that, I mean, what really is your vision when you started as a LinkedIn coach and going forward, what do you foresee? I mean, what are your goals? What are your plans, basically? Yeah.
I believe the entrepreneurial spirit in India needs to be developed, but
Mm-hmm.
there is no proper support in terms of helping them in getting visibility. Or they see, anybody who's starting a business have to kickstart their advertising and
Mm-hmm.
reach out possibility, personal branding, all of this. Okay,
Right.
which with which many people may not go with newspaper advertisements or PR agencies, which is a very costly affair.
Right.
Okay. But LinkedIn is a platform where you can create a personal branding for yourself free of cost.
Okay.
Okay.
Right.
That's how I built, because my LinkedIn followers is close to 34,000 right now.
Right.
Uh,
Yes, I looked
wh-
that. Yeah.
where, so where I was nobody, like, I'm not a
Mm-hmm.
celebrity, I'm not an actor, I'm not
Mm-hmm.
a this thing,
Mm-hmm.
but I have a huge followers.
Mm-hmm.
But that happened only because of LinkedIn.
Okay.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And if you compare the followers of Instagram and LinkedIn, I'll tell you the comparison. If you have
Mm-hmm.
1,000 followers in LinkedIn, it is equivalent to 10,000 followers in Instagram.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Okay. If you have 10,000 followers on LinkedIn, that is equivalent to 1 lakh followers on Instagram.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay. That's the kind of wide variety of influence it can make,
Right.
because you are mingling with the like-minded people and you are creating
Right.
community for yourself,
Right. Right.
right?
Right.
Where
Exactly.
they can resonate with your uh, thought process, your content, your branding, everything, so that you become a thought leader or a subject matter expert, or
Right.
that way. So
Mm-hmm.
because I usually say, like, doctors will not search for patients. Patients only search for doctors.
Mm. Right. Right. Right.
In reality, what happens is every business is chasing clients one by one.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, outbound calls, outbound leads, everything. They are keep on chasing. Okay.
Right.
But in LinkedIn, the reverse can be possible, where they can look at your personal branding and the kind of talks you are giving, or the content which you are posting. They start following you, and they
Mm.
are open-minded to hear your advices. Now
Mm-hmm.
that makes you as a personal brand, comparing to selling at every other platforms. Like, a lot of small business owners start with Facebook.
Right.
Right. They create a post, they create an ad, advertisement poster, keep sending it everywhere, That way,
Mm.
they may not even, there are 100 people are doing the same thing. So people
Mm.
forget everything. But here, the ultimate difference is people value your content.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
And they will think of you as a thought leader in your industry if you keep posting content, because
Mm-hmm.
the competition is very, very less in LinkedIn. Almost
Right.
like only 1.3% of LinkedIn members post content on a regular basis. That's the
Mm-hmm.
statistic.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So look at the possibility. So wherein you can project yourself as a personal brand. Even now, you can start something, and within 3 months to 6 months, you can become a thought leader. That's a possibility. You do.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So yeah, I mean, what you said is absolutely correct. What strategies will you recommend for businesses to leverage LinkedIn for their business growth, or maybe professionals how they can use them, how they can use LinkedIn for their own growth, for their own personal growth or career growth. I mean to say.
Yeah. So there are 6 key points which I want to convey here. So first thing being, it's a platform where we have to optimize our profile,
Mm-hmm.
both on the personal profile level and company page level. There are a
Mm-hmm.
lot of elements which needs to be keyword optimized, so
Mm-hmm.
that we are discoverable by the potential audience.
Okay.
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 See, startup owners, most of the time, what they mention themselves as, like, founder or co-founder or director. That is the
Mm-hmm.
level of designation they title for themselves.
Okay.
Okay. But the audience, the customers may not search founders or startups for solving their problem.
Okay. Right.
Okay. So they are looking for services which they can get solutions for them. Because, say, as a simple example, I myself tell myself as a founder in GS Kumar Career Consulting, all that. But
Mm-hmm.
my target audience will search for resume writers, job search consultant,
Mm-hmm.
LinkedIn trainer. That is the keyword they will use and search for.
Right.
Okay. So that understanding we should have with our client and the audience so that we optimize with those kind of keywords so that we become discoverable in the platform.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Okay. That's number one. Number two, you'll have to use the LinkedIn search function to identify and connect with potential customers, partners, or industry influencers.
Okay.
Okay. It is not only the place for target audience, it is also a place for finding partners for your company.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Okay. When you are a startup, you can work with the different startups where your missing piece can be uh, matched, right? So that way, where you are serving to a same audience, but you may not have one particular product to serve your customer, where you
Okay.
can join with another partner to serve them.
Okay.
Okay. So identify that partner through LinkedIn.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Okay. Third is industry influencers. Search for industry influencers with regard to your target audience and your business values
Mm-hmm.
and connect with them so that they will help you in the reach out or branding or some
Right.
other way over
Right.
a period of time.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Right.
Third is, as I earlierly said, valuable content, posting valuable content on a daily basis so that you
Mm-hmm.
appear yourself as a thought leader,
Right.
subject matter experts.
Okay.
And fourth is there are a lot of groups, but many people are not active in LinkedIn groups. But this
Mm-hmm.
needs to be started because when you start a group, it's a group of like-minded people.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
What
Right.
what what kind of a subject you are talking? Same subject, they also understand it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
True.
So when you ask a question on a pain point, they will obviously start answering because they know the pain point.
Mm. Right.
So that becomes your collaborative resources for you to solve your target audience problem.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Okay, so
Mm.
don't look at everything as a sales. You use as a knowledge resource or
Mm-hmm.
partnering or influencing those way. And
Right.
the best part of LinkedIn is it will come up with a free LinkedIn analytics where you can track
Right.
your performance.
Mm.
Right. See, every Thursday they will publish your track record. How many profile views
Mm-hmm.
has been done? How many
Mm.
post views has been done?
Mm.
Which are all the people are searching for you,
Mm.
which
Okay.
is not possible in any other platform.
Right. Right.
Okay, so that way, every Thursday you can see the performance and improvise your strategy to
Mm.
move
Right.
towards your target audience. Right. So
Right.
today, if I see 100 search appearances, then I
Mm.
should improve to 200 search appearances next week.
Exactly. Right.
Okay, that way
Mm-hmm.
you'll have to be very, very active in the platform so that
Mm-hmm.
it will help you in track record in every
Right.
month you how you have improved. Or the
Mm-hmm.
final part is on LinkedIn Learning, where many people are not aware, not using that to capitalize because
Mm.
there are a lot of startups which have to make use of this LinkedIn Learning platform so that
Mm-hmm.
other people, the external audience, think that this is a kind of a company where it is continuously learning.
Right. Mm. Exactly.
So that way it will help in establishing the company's brand to the external audience so that
Mm-hmm.
it will make a lot of sense. So these are the six different aspects which will help in leveraging LinkedIn for business growth. And of course, it's worth.
Right. Okay. So yeah, thank you so much, GS, for those six principles, as I may call it. And I believe using those, I mean, it would be really helpful for anyone to build their to for their growth, basically. So yes, but can you suggest any mistakes that professionals or businesses need to avoid while using LinkedIn?
That's what LinkedIn, in my understanding, many people are not capitalizing the free tool. So
Mm-hmm.
starting from, see, every social media page have the option of posting their headshot.
Mm-hmm.
Where in LinkedIn we have to be even more matured and even more Okay. So it should not be posted like an Instagram where we are casually looking at things.
Hmm.
Okay. So
Hmm.
professional headshot, many people are not using. That is the first mistake where we have to
Hmm.
upload a very professional headshot where you have to go to a studio and take a very professional one. Then
Hmm. Okay.
number two, there is a biggest possibility of providing our information in the banner,
Okay.
which is obviously by default coming as a blue banner, where it
Hmm.
will act as a signage, external signage.
Hmm. Okay.
Okay. So in the roads, you could have seen a lot of external signages where they talk
Hmm.
about the cloth shops, soaps, bulbs, everything. Okay. But LinkedIn is providing a free banner for us, which we are not using. Okay. So that way we will have to give a very clear picture on what is our product list, what is our USP, what is the call to action, so that it gives a clear messaging to our target audience to reach us. So it should come along with a call to action so that it will help the target audience to reach us. And number
Okay.
three,
Okay. Hmm.
the headline part, because the headline is a very minimal information which people will look into it. So that headline part needs to be very easier to understand to your potential audience. So don't make it too many jargon kind of things or generic things like people usually mention as financial consultant and agile coach, these, that, which are all many a times it's a jargon where people may not understand. Okay.
Hmm.
So you'll have to explain whom you are helping, on which industry you are helping, so that your target audience can understand that you will solve my problem. That's their understanding.
Hmm.
Okay.
Hmm. Okay.
Fourth part is the about section where you have 2,300 characters, where
Hmm.
many people stop with 4 or 5 lines, which is not a
Hmm.
recommended. You have to give a very clear idea on how you can help them, on how you can solve their pain points, solve their problems,
Hmm.
all that things, so that they understand and try to connect.
Hmm. Hmm. Right.
Okay. Fifth part, many people are not using is the education section, where you can capitalize your alumni network.
Hmm. Okay.
Okay, so any which way, when you mention your college name, immediately your alumni network gets into counted in your network, because they also use the same logo in their page. So
Okay.
obviously there is a possibility to connect with your alumni network, which will be huge.
Right.
Okay,
Hmm.
so many freshers ask me the questions. Okay, I'm a fresher, I don't have a network. How I can survive? So
Hmm.
I simply tell them, if you start posting your bachelor's degree and master's degree, immediately you will get 1,000 people, because it's all your alumni.
Hmm. Hmm.
Okay.
Right.
Sixth part is a skill section where it will
Hmm.
act as a keyword bunch of keyword mechanism, right?
Hmm.
Because you can add up to 50 skills.
Hmm.
Okay, where you can
True.
select a skill based on your keyword. How your audience will search accordingly, you can use that keyword, and 50 keywords you can use.
Hmm. Right.
Okay. And finally, lack of recommendations or testimonials in most of the profile, which is very, very crucial for a business.
Right.
Like how we look at Google reviews,
Hmm.
people who land in your page will look at your testimonials, and especially who has given a testimonial.
Right. Hmm.
Okay. So if you just manipulate with your colleagues or friends, that they will quickly understand, because LinkedIn will give an understanding whom you have connected, how you have connected, everything.
Hmm. Hmm.
Okay.
True.
But if you have got a testimonial with the best vendor who's working in a very branded company,
Hmm.
or a very C-level executive who has given a testimonial to you, that will bring a lot of value
Okay.
and
Hmm.
trust at the first place itself.
Exactly. Right.
Okay. And of course, if I know that person, then it is obviously easier. Oh, okay, this X person has given, whom I know, he
Hmm.
himself has given a testimonial. Then
Right.
it becomes a lot more easier for the trusting factor and reach them, so
Reach
that
out. Yeah. Hmm.
the business becomes a lot more easier.
Right. Exactly. Hmm.
Okay, so that's a LinkedIn is an, I mean, what you call the chain of a system, which is
Hmm.
everything is linked in as a networking aspect of it, if you look at it.
Exactly. Hmm. Right.
Okay, so that's, we have to be mindful on optimizing every session so that it helps us.
Hmm. True.
Okay. These are the 7 aspects which I usually suggest before people to avoid, and then make use of it so that you are visible and helpful in the entire network.
Exactly. Yeah. So, thank you so much once again, GS. Yes. I think these are some of the basic things that we need to do. Even what you told just now, we all know, but there are some things that we do. We know that there is, but it means we are not aware of, and then and that's where we lack in building the community, and we think of why are we not getting opportunity, or why are we not getting any job of, or getting any leads or something like that. But yes, I mean, as you
True.
said, it's all there, but there are certain things that we don't do. That is the reason why we are not getting it. So LinkedIn has provided us.
Exactly.
It's just that we need to effectively use those things, use those items properly, basically, to get it aligned, basically. Yeah.
True.
Yes. So that brings me to another question: is that what tools you recommend for tracking and analyzing the LinkedIn performance?
Okay, so I use the 7 or 8 different tools for my understanding, and I recommend them for my clients as well. So first thing being the LinkedIn Insights, where it is inbuilt
Mm-hmm.
analytics tool, which will
Mm-hmm.
track your engagement, reach,
Mm-hmm.
demographics for your company page. Okay.
Right.
So if you have a company page, obviously it comes with a tracking mechanism on understanding which are
Mm-hmm.
all the different geography people are following, or who is the highest number of follower, or which
Mm-hmm.
post has got a highest reach. Everything been automated and gives us a projection for us. That's number one.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. And of course, these three platforms you might already know, which is Hootsuite Insights, Sprout
Hmm.
Social, and Buffer,
Right. Right. Right.
where it'll act as a what you call scheduler tool or
Scheduler
social
tool.
media
Huh?
platform
Yes.
tool to engage and understand the reach and increase the followers,
Yes.
and publishing and analyzing your post. These
Mm-hmm.
three familiar tools are already there, which we can use them. Of course,
Mm-hmm.
for certain time it will be free. Maybe 1 month it is free, and then
Yes.
we'll have to pay for it.
Yes. The way.
And there is
Mm.
another tool called Agora Pulse,
Okay.
which provides a comprehensive analytics dashboard, which will
Mm-hmm.
give a complete measurement of our performance, LinkedIn performance.
Okay. So is that a third
And
party tool?
we
Is
also
that a
have,
is that a third party tool? That Agora that you're
yes,
telling
yes,
me?
yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Agora Pulse is a third party.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, you were telling
And
something.
of course, we have, yeah, of course, we have the Sales Navigator Insights, where it is
Mm-hmm.
also a paid one, which if it is required, we'll have to go.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe usually large organization, when they have a team of salespeople, they use this Sales Navigator to understand the impact of your sales and
Mm-hmm.
teams activity, everything. That will give a wide variety of dimensions.
Mm-hmm.
And you have also this LinkedIn Analytics API, which gives
Okay.
access to your LinkedIn data, insights,
Mm-hmm.
performances, everything. And finally, your Google Analytics, which will help you understand how many people visited
Mm-hmm.
your website through LinkedIn.
Okay.
Okay, and what is your visitors' behavior, demographics, how many
Mm-hmm.
conversions has been made through LinkedIn.
Mm-hmm.
So that it's definitely Google Analytics would be.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, for the basic user, we may not recommend or recommend all these items, but
Mm-hmm.
it will help in understanding the track of each one, so that we grow from there. Because business needs a lot
Right.
of tracking mechanism, so that we understand where we stand and where we have to go.
Right.
So for that, it will,
Right. Exactly. Yeah, all these tools
yeah.
are important from the business point of view, for all the entrepreneurs to measure their performance, measure their business performance, basically. And though I think the basic user, they can also use it, but to analyze how analyze the traffic, basically. That's what I have figured out. Means your thoughts.
Yes, 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 of
Yeah.
course. For basic users, it may not be too hectic to understand the things. The dashboard itself will help in understanding where they stand and where they have to scale up. But in terms of enterprise business, of course, these analytics is required because they are investing.
Right. So, GS, I wanted to also know that how can businesses use LinkedIn to create meaningful connections with the influencers, with the people that surround them. So how they can do that? Yeah.
Okay, first step in getting into influencers is identifying the right influencer.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Okay. So influencer in other platforms might be they will help you in shout out or any other thing.
Mm-hmm.
But here there is a huge step-by-step process where you have to collaborate and work with them so that they can help you with your business values and target audience.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Okay. So first thing you research who is the influencer who's best suited for your business values, culture, and target audience.
Mm-hmm.
Number one. Okay. So that they can get aligned with your ideas of business branding and everything so that you collaborate and okay. Number two, start building relationship. So when I say start building relationship, start by engaging with their content in LinkedIn because
Okay.
as an influencer, they start posting content on a regular basis, and their followers will be keep commenting on their post,
Mm-hmm.
converse with them, so that you
Right.
also start with posting comments of their opinions and context, so that
Mm-hmm.
they start getting visibility of your business.
Okay.
Okay. So
Mm-hmm.
LinkedIn has recently started this option of you can also post comment through your company page itself.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah. Mm.
Earlier it was like only through our personal LinkedIn page we can post, but now
Mm.
they have opened this option where you can post comment from your company page. That
Okay.
way you create a visibility for them so that they understand
Mm.
who you
Mm. Okay.
are. Okay. So they start noticing you that who's commenting from company's page and which brand it is and all that. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Typically create a visibility.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Okay. Third thing, start conversing with them through email, personalized messages, appreciating
Mm-hmm.
their newsletter, appreciating their recent recognitions, recent content with through email, so that it's just a conversation of appreciation. No sales, no branding.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
LinkedIn is not at all a platform for selling. That's I want to do
Right.
underline multiple times so
Right.
that it's a platform to kickstart your conversation,
Mm.
and over a
Mm-hmm.
period of time only you have to start your conversation offline on business
Mm.
things.
Mm. Mm.
Okay. So it's simply start conversing, appreciating their value, everything, so that you start
Right.
conversing and they also start sending opinions about your business.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Fourth
Oops.
part will,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
sorry.
Go on, please. Sorry. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Fourth part will be the best part will be give some discount to your product and services to the influencer.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So that they will have a understanding of your business product and services.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So of course you want to use them. So if you have to use them, they have to use your product and services
Mm-hmm.
so that they understand what value you are bringing to your target audience.
Right.
Okay. So give a discount or give it for free, give a special access to your services,
Mm-hmm.
something like that, so that they
Mm.
start using your product and services so that they appreciate the value of your product if you really have a USP and value proposition.
Mm.
Okay. So that will make them understand your business services and uniqueness so that they
True.
start talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So,
True.
but in Instagram, what happens is we pay 5,000 rupees, 10,000 rupees, and then
Mm.
fakingly they start scripted messages, which will not reach out
Mm.
to hearts.
Mm.
But if they start using your product and services, the words will come out from their heart.
Mm.
Okay, because they have experienced it.
Mm-hmm.
Correct.
Right.
So that way, if they are writing content about your product and services, also it will be like very real one.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Mm.
Okay, instead of a very scripted one where we regularly see in Instagram.
Right.
Right. So
Mm-hmm.
that way you make a whole lot of difference by giving some 10% discount or 50% discount, whatever, because you will have to survive as a business through this influence. Okay. So there is
Mm-hmm.
nothing wrong in providing your access, special access to them so that they will help you in gaining
Mm-hmm.
market share in the entire
Right.
service. And
Mm-hmm.
start following not only LinkedIn, but Instagram, Facebook, and other platforms so that you
Mm-hmm.
understand what is their behavioral pattern, interest pattern, and then customize your offer.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Okay. So because if you have to influence, you have to understand their needs and interest.
Mm. Right.
Okay. Which may not reflect in LinkedIn because it's an official platform. Okay. But in Facebook and Instagram, they will post some of your personal messages, personal opinions, interests, which you will get a clue on how you can target or customize your service or product so that it will help them.
Right.
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
So following in multiple platforms will give you that clarity and behavioral pattern so that you can customize your offer.
Right.
Okay.
Okay.
And finally, if possible, meet in person, maybe
Mm-hmm.
networking meeting or any conference. If at all there is a possibility to meet that person, definitely you
Mm-hmm.
have to take up and spend your time. So that,
Mm-hmm.
see, in-person meetings always will have a major influence because you will
Mm.
uh, share a lot of things, lot of common things you will get to know, a lot of things, and will
Right.
have a greater connection, personal connection comparing to online
Mm.
connection.
Mm. Right.
So
Right.
that will improve remembering you as a business person and your product and services for the influencers so that they start talking about you and your products to the other.
Right.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Spend at least 2 3 hours in person so that they remember you. That's the core of it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So that's the way, if at all you have to work on influencers, this is the step by step which I have followed and I have been very successful in this product.
Right.
And that will help you in getting you a lot of business.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I think thanks for those tips again, GS. I mean, those were really helpful. Yeah. And I want to add to what you said is that Instagram, I feel it is more from the B2C perspective. It is more about what I see is that more and more companies they are getting into Instagram, but that is from the B2C because there are a lot of people creating reels and stuff and influence they're connecting with influencers and creating those reels but from B2B perspective, LinkedIn I think is the platform that enterprises at least should be capitalizing if they need to engage with or create conversations among each others or have or to start the conversation basically. So I would say LinkedIn is for B2B, vis-a-vis Instagram, which is for B2C. Your thoughts?
Absolutely, bang on, Anuj Kapoor. That's the aspect at the core of the LinkedIn profile, which we have to
Mm-hmm.
capitalize. As you rightly said, B2C, I mean, Instagram is a platform for mostly for the B2Cs, and LinkedIn
Mm-hmm.
is a platform for B2B. And I would say it's for the high ticket product,
Right.
high ticket sales. Okay.
Right.
So see, every organization will have 10 to 15 products or services. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So what I would suggest is project or focus only on 2 3 products where you want to showcase and get high ticket clients so that
Mm-hmm.
it is useful. The LinkedIn platform can help you to gain that.
Right.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
But people often make the mistake, okay, I have 10 products. I post every product every day.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That will confuse the LinkedIn algorithm because it will not understand your target.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So showcase, select 1 or 2 products in your portfolio and
Mm-hmm.
hunt for big ticket clients or vendors or partners so that it will
Mm-hmm.
help you over a period of time.
Okay.
Okay, merging, acquisition, or
Mm,
collaboration, all that
exactly.
is a major possibility because they will also, the other partners also will have the same pain points.
Right. Exactly.
Okay, so use LinkedIn for your partnering aspect and branding aspect or collaborating aspect rather than selling.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. You are right, GS, and also I wanted to ask you another thing is that LinkedIn, I think it's free, but for enterprises, enterprise also it's free. But do you recommend enterprises or for that matter small enterprises, large enterprises I believe they have a paid version using the all the paid features, but for professionals do you think it's worth it to purchase or a license or probably a membership of LinkedIn, which has much larger features, or what do you recommend? What is your recommendation?
Okay, I'll give a clarity on how it works. Okay, first.
Mm-hmm.
So LinkedIn, the paid aspects exactly works like how our Zoom paid aspect works.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so in free option in Zoom, how it works is like they will provide 40 minutes and 1 or
Mm-hmm.
2 people can converse. That's the free
Okay.
option.
Okay.
Correct.
Mm-hmm.
But if we want more number of people to join or more number of hours, we have to pay.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Correct? It
Right.
is based on the scalability. We have to pay for it and then get the access so that it will help in recording the session or inviting more number of people that way. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Now, exactly the same way LinkedIn also works
Mm-hmm.
because for every business, there are different, what you call sizes or scalability or large scale, small scale, that kind of thing
Mm-hmm.
will be there for every business.
Right.
So depending on your need and scalability, you can purchase. It is not for
Mm-hmm.
everybody.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Okay.
So supposing I'm a job seeker, I don't have to purchase a
Hmm.
premium package.
Premium. Yeah.
Okay. So premium, what it does is maybe it will showcase to 5,000 people, but
Hmm.
5,000 random people it will show, which will not be useful for me.
Right.
Okay. See, I am a job seeker who's a what you call maybe a agile project manager. And
Hmm.
whom I have to showcase is for the hiring managers in IT companies or recruiters in IT companies. That's the only
Yes.
my target audience, right? As a job seeker.
Mm-hmm.
But what premium will do is it will showcase to everybody, which will not be
Hmm.
relevant for.
Right. Exactly.
Okay.
Hmm.
So there is no point in purchasing a premium account and showcasing to everybody.
Right. Hmm.
Okay.
Hmm.
Rather, I can do a organic way of optimization so that I am discoverable by my hiring managers.
Hmm. Okay.
And of course, for enterprise, they do a lot of recruitment.
Hmm.
Okay. They do a lot of reach out people to
Hmm.
potential audience like purchase managers and
Hmm.
CFOs. For that, they have to use bulk emails,
Bulk email.
bulk
Yeah.
campaigning, all that they have to do.
Hmm.
Okay.
True.
For which the organic free option may not help.
May not have. Yeah. Exactly.
Okay. That is why they will have to purchase this option so that
Hmm.
they will reach out to maximum number of people in a single day.
Right.
Okay.
Hmm.
See, in LinkedIn, you can send connections, 100 connection requests in 1 week.
Okay. Hmm.
Okay.
Hmm.
Which is sufficient for a job seeker or a regular business owner.
Hmm. Hmm.
Okay.
Hmm.
But if you take enterprises like Wipro, Infosys, TCS, they have to reach a lot of people every
Right.
single day.
Hmm. Hmm.
Okay. For them, making 100 connection is not worth.
No. Hmm.
Okay, they have to reach 500 people every day. If
Right.
if I,
Hmm.
if I think of that. Okay,
Exactly.
so obviously they have to purchase LinkedIn Recruiter license, LinkedIn
Hmm.
Sales Navigator, because a lot of sales related organization, tech companies use Sales Navigator to reach out founders, startups, purchase managers,
Hmm.
all of that.
Right.
So obviously for them it will be useful, and but it comes with a very heavy costing.
Hmm.
Okay.
Right.
So think of the affordability point of view also when
Hmm.
you are thinking of going for a paid option.
Paid. Yeah.
Uh,
Okay. Hmm.
but the underlying factor you have to know is it's a networking platform.
Networking. Yeah. Exactly. Hmm.
Right? Okay, you cannot work like Facebook ads campaigning,
Hmm.
right? Where you
Right.
post invest 1,000 rupees and get 100 links. That's cannot be possible in LinkedIn.
Hmm. True.
Okay. So LinkedIn people may not work for strangers when you are reaching. Of course, maybe when you are sending a cold email, then they'll get to know about it, but it will take a very long time to connect.
Hmm. Okay. True.
That's the underlying factor.
Yeah. So, and I think that was spot on. And you mentioned that LinkedIn is a networking platform. It's not like Facebook or anything. But recently, what I have observed is, and this is my observation, and what I have observed is that a lot of posts, they are a lot of personal posts are also being posted,
Mm,
and I mean, I can see a lot of political posts that are similar to what are there in the Facebook.
mm.
So, I mean, what do you think about that? I mean, it has become it is not it's changed from the time that I joined LinkedIn as a networking for networking, but now it's more or less become like a for people posting anything. I mean, say they just post there about political they just post about politics and stuff. So how do you
Okay.
foresee that aspect
No,
as well?
that's a basic underlying factor of not knowing on how to use this LinkedIn platform.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. They think LinkedIn as similar to Facebook. That is why they are using that option to post their opinion, which is not recommended.
Mm-hmm.
Because LinkedIn is something where you're sitting in an office.
Right.
Okay. When you're sitting
Mm.
in an office, you cannot have an opinion of politics or any religion-based things. You
Religion,
will
yeah.
talk only business, right,
Yes.
in an office. Okay,
Hmm.
so since people are not aware or not bothered about their background or anything, where maybe actors or political background people or people who don't need a work or a job or business, they'll start
Hmm.
posting any kind of an opinion where we need not bother about.
Hmm.
Okay,
Hmm.
this is not the platform for that to encourage these kind of conversations. Okay,
Hmm.
so these conversations, see, people come to LinkedIn only for three, four things, I must say. Okay.
Hmm.
One is for knowledge.
Hmm.
Okay, because you will get exclusive content.
Hmm.
Okay, you
Right.
cannot find similar content elsewhere.
Hmm. Hmm.
That's number one.
Hmm.
Number two, of course, for jobs.
Hmm. Hmm.
Okay. Number three, for business collaboration.
Right.
Okay. This three factors is the main reason they are coming to this particular
Coming to
platform
LinkedIn,
to
yeah. Hmm.
upskill
Hmm.
their knowledge or skill or connections,
Yes,
whatever.
exactly.
Okay.
Hmm.
Now, this should not be used as similar to Facebook, where we spend time on entertainment or chit chatting.
Hmm. Yes.
Okay. So that's way we'll have to avoid those people. See, of course, every platform will have its own spammers and scammers
Right.
and everybody.
Hmm.
Okay.
Hmm.
So in LinkedIn also, at least 5% to 10% people will be there.
Right.
And the one thing which I obviously recommend to who are job seekers is avoid posting emotional content when it's the job.
Hmm.
Okay. So in recent times, in layoff times, you could have seen a lot of posts. Of course,
Yes.
every day one post you could have seen, I have been laid off. And my
Hmm.
father is not well. Mother
Yes,
is
yes.
not well. Help me somewhere. Now,
Ki-
this is not the platform.
Kind of seeking empathy from
Ah,
for themselves, yeah.
yeah. See,
Hmm.
job is not given for emotion. Job is given
Right.
for your skill,
Skills, yeah. Exactly.
right? So if you have to sell your skill, showcase that,
Showcase them, yeah. Exactly.
right? So where to
Hmm.
showcase? Of course, LinkedIn.
Hmm.
Okay.
True.
See, there are certain sections like, see, it's a beautiful platform where you can do personal branding for free comparing to any other platform, right?
Hmm.
See, there is a feature section where you can feature your best recognitions, awards, or if you're running a
Hmm.
YouTube channel, all that you can showcase in the feature section.
Hmm. Hmm.
Okay. Number two, there is a skill test option.
Right.
Okay.
Hmm.
Where you can demonstrate in which IT skill you are best at,
Hmm.
and
Okay.
then showcase your audience on, okay, this is the test I have taken and this much score I have got.
Hmm.
Okay, so if you're not doing that and then telling that, okay, I'm not getting any reference, it's pointless and baseless.
Hmm.
Okay,
Hmm.
so
Hmm.
this is the place where you can use that featured option, skill option, testimonial option. All that is already there, which you will have to capitalize and showcase your hiring managers that you are a subject matter expert.
Hmm. Hmm.
Okay. See, when you are targeting an MNC, MNC are targeting SMEs, that means subject matter.
Hmm.
Correct.
Right.
But in
Hmm.
your headline, if you mention that I'm looking for a job, nobody is searching a
Nobody.
keyword like
Yeah.
I'm looking for a job, right? I'm looking for a Java developer. I'm looking for a software tester. Correct.
Hmm.
Now,
Hmm.
that's way my keywords will search for people in LinkedIn.
Right.
Okay.
Okay.
The goal is to be more to be on the first page when somebody is searching for. That's my
Hmm.
goal in LinkedIn.
Hmm.
Okay, not posting emotional content and asking for reference, which
True.
is the
Hmm.
right way. That's what my
Okay. Okay. So, means with that, I think we have come to an end of this episode. But before we wrap up, one final piece of advice I want to know that you want to give to organizations, or for that matter, for even for professionals who are seeking job through LinkedIn. For creating for businesses for creating a successful marketing strategy on LinkedIn, and for any job seeker, what is that one piece of advice that you would want to give to them? Yeah.
first thing is define your goals. Why you are using LinkedIn?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, is it for increasing your brand awareness or
Mm-hmm.
increasing your generation of leads or
Mm-hmm.
increasing your relationship influences or personal brand? What is it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
fix that.
Mm-hmm.
Then accordingly, you will have to work with your LinkedIn uh, to create a roadmap and work towards that for 6 months to 1 year. That will,
Mm-hmm.
which will help you. But
Mm-hmm.
randomly doing multiple things will not.
Mhm.
Okay. Number two, understand who is your audience if you are a business owner.
Mhm. Mhm.
Okay. And post content according to your target audience, what you call interest level and mode of operation.
Mhm.
Okay. So when I say mode of operation, see, when these people like financial people will have more ideas towards text based information where they will read a lot.
Mhm.
Okay.
Okay.
For them, you have to post the content like newsletter and articles and others. Okay. But if you're an
Mhm.
ad agency or a creative product, you have to start posting videos on how you make things.
Mhm.
Okay.
Okay.
Which will make sense for your audience.
Mhm.
Okay.
Okay.
So understanding target audience and understanding the mode of
Mhm.
liking methods you have to know so
Mhm.
that you um
Mhm.
post content
Mhm.
accordingly. Okay. And when you are posting, post informative content which they can save it and use it.
Okay.
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 So there are
Okay.
a lot of informations there. Even nowadays we have the most easiest method, Chat GPT, which gives you a lot of
Right.
free article
Yeah.
if
Yes.
you
Yes.
start commenting. So start asking questions to Chat GPT on what kind of
Mhm.
tips which will be required for your target audience, and then post
Mhm.
that content in your LinkedIn. It's as simple as that.
Right.
Okay. And you have this showcase page and company page in your LinkedIn profile. For every LinkedIn profile, there is an option of showcase page and company page. Okay.
Mhm.
So capitalize that and start posting content on a regular basis.
Mhm.
Okay. That's one of the. And analytics wise, there is something called social selling index where it
Mhm.
will give you four different parameters on where do you stand on LinkedIn.
Okay.
Okay.
Mhm.
That way you understand how much your score is in personal branding, how much you are conversing, all that. If you type in Google social selling index, you will get to go to that page and you get a score for free.
Mhm.
Okay.
Mhm.
So understand where you are right now and scale
Mhm.
based on that.
Mhm. Mhm.
Okay.
Mhm.
And experiment with multiple posting methodology because LinkedIn will give you seven different options of posting. Okay. You can post video, you can post article, you can start poll option, survey method. You can also post a scroller kind of case study method, a lot of things. So experiment in a different way so that you understand what is your target audience likes are. And of course, the final point for every social media platform, consistency is very crucial. So be consistent in your posting. Once in 2 days, you'll have to spend time so that the algorithm understand that you are investing time in it, right? So that way you will get to have these understanding because all the artificial intelligence platform will
Mhm.
have a measurement of how much time you
Mhm.
have spent, how much clicks you have made, how much conversation you are making. All that it will calculate.
Mhm.
So
Okay.
based on that only, your visibility will be understood by this platform. So that would
Okay.
my
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you so much, GS, for all those insights. And so I think that brings to our end of this episode. And I would like to thank you so much for taking time out for this uh, e- extremely nice conversation we had. I mean, I am truly delighted to have you in this episode of the series. And it was lovely talking to you. I mean, and I'm sure the listeners would really have gained a lot of insight about LinkedIn as a platform, and they will know better how to use it, use LinkedIn, and I'm sure people will greatly benefit from the tips that you have shared during this conversation. Thank you once again for coming to this episode.
it was absolutely a pleasure, Anuj. Like, there were several people who have interviewed, but this was so thoughtful questions and very focused questions which you have asked, which will definitely useful for the audience. And I think we have to capitalize this platform to brand ourselves because we are not people like celebrity where we can invest a lot, but we can invest time in LinkedIn and
True.
make use of it for our own personal branding. So for common people, this is a place for our personal branding, which we have to capitalize. Thank you so much for investing your time for this podcast and having me on the show. And
Thank you.
absolutely great.
Thank you, GS. Thank you so much once again. Well, friends, with that, we have come to an end of this episode of Mindful Conversation series. in my podcast, The Anuj Kapoor Talk Show. Stay tuned for more interesting conversations that I will bring to you in my upcoming episodes. Click or tap on the follow link if you haven't done so already, and don't forget to press the bell icon so that you can receive notifications for my future episode. You can also send an email to me at hello@iamanuj.com and tell me how did you like this episode, or you can also email your suggestions on any particular person that you would like to be interviewed. That's it for this episode, my friends. See you in the next episode with yet another exciting personality. This is your friend and host Anuj signing off. Bye for now.